Suspecting victims were inside his home, the nightmare began. He'd often handcuff them, chillingly telling them it was all part of a magic trick he was about to perform. But the trick, tragically, always ended in unspeakable horror and death. Between 1972 and 1978, a disturbing pattern began to emerge. Dozens of boys and young men started disappearing in the greater Chicago area. Families were reporting their sons missing, their hearts aching with worry. But the police, despite their efforts, had very few concrete leads. It seemed like these disappearances were just isolated incidents at first. A tragic commonality among many of the victims was that they often came from troubled backgrounds, or they were living on the streets, making them incredibly vulnerable and, sadly, easier targets for someone like Gacy. He was cunning, meticulous, and chose his victims carefully, often selecting those who wouldn't be immediately or vigorously missed by a wide network of people. All the while, Gacy continued living his horrifying double life without a hitch, a respected businessman by day, a brutal killer by night. His house, located at 82113 West Summerdale Avenue, looked perfectly normal from the outside, a typical suburban home, blending seamlessly into the neighborhood. But beneath that seemingly ordinary facade, lay a nightmare that no one, absolutely no one, could possibly imagine. The horrific truth began to unravel in 1978. A 15-year-old boy named Robert Peast vanished into thin air after telling his mother he was going to talk to a man about a potential construction job. That man, as fate would tragically reveal, was John Wayne Gacy. When police began investigating Peast's disappearance, they quickly noticed glaring inconsistencies in Gacy's stories and alibis. His explanations just didn't add up. Their suspicions grew stronger, and soon enough they managed to obtain a search warrant for his seemingly ordinary home. What they discovered once they entered would not only shock them, but would eventually send shivers down the spine of the entire world. Underneath Gacy's house, in an incredibly confined and horrifying space, investigators found a hidden crawl space. Inside, they made an unthinkable discovery: human remains, dozens of them. The stench of death, a truly overwhelming and sickening smell, filled the air, confirming their worst fears. Gacy had buried many of his victims right there, beneath the very foundation of his own house.